Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine.
This episode of Greenlight Maine's College Edition is brought to you by Maine Department of Economic and Community Development.
It's the college edition of Greenlight Maine. We've got the best and brightest entrepreneurs across the state. Hi, I'm Julie Gervais, and thanks for joining us. If you have been following the show, you see they have what it takes to make their business fly and ultimately help Maine's economy. It's all you, Maine Orono. Today, you will see LetsGoBagz and Easy Unlocker make their pitch. But it's now time to touch base with our judges. And you know, we have quite a following that tell us what they buy from the companies that come on the show. Do you have any favorites, Martha?
Oh, sure. In fact, I made a list, and there's so many that I can't just run right through them. But I love Maine Pie Company's pies, Good To Go's food, Flowfold. I give away their wallets as gifts. The list could go on.
Nice. All right, Skip.
Got to give a shout out to the fun guys at North Spore Mushrooms. Right,
yep.
But the thing that I've bought most are sample packets from True North Beauty. I've given those as Christmas presents the last few years. Yep. The facial scrub I find to be, really effective and.
You use it too?
Yeah, I use it, awesome. Absolutely.
Love it.
Sponge is great too. Yeah. I've used her Aaron Fleck Tree Free Heat. Actually, around just a couple weeks ago, I went right on and bought immediately. I'm going away to go camping soon, outdoors, and I'm going to need some Icelandic tights from Spandits and Kerfluffle Fiber Farms. I follow them on Instagram.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys are the shoppers as well. All right. We're going to talk to you a little bit later, but first it's time to introduce our first company, LetsGoBagz from the University of Maine, Orono. Welcome, Suzie Milkowich.
Yes, hello.
How are you today?
I'm fantastic.
I love your glasses.
Thank you.
They just say energy.
Yes, well, we have lots of that.
All right. Well, we can't wait to hear it whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hey, have you heard about the newest upcycling manufacturer to hit the East Coast? It's called LetsGoBagz. I learned this past year that the fashion industry is the #2 polluter in the world next to big oil. And what LetsGoBagz is doing right here in Blue Hill, Maine, is we're taking discarded clothing that would end up in a landfill eventually, and we're turning them into one-of-a-kind designer totes, bags, purses, and rags. My name is Suzie Milkowich, and I am the founder and chief energy officer at LetsGoBagz. And in January of 2019, if you would have told me that I would be resurrected from the dead after being on Social Security disability for 11 years, return back to the RN workforce, go back to college, and then start a business, I would have thought I was out of my bipolar mind. So what LetsGoBagz has done for me is has given me purpose and meaning back in my life, whereas I thought I was pretty much shot. My self-esteem and confidence was really at its end, and it started as an idea. I asked a friend, could you make me a water and a wine tote bag? And she said, sure, and she made me 2. And when I left her house, I ran into another friend who said, hey, I want that. And I said, $20. She said, you gonna give me a discount? I said, yeah, they're 25. I had no idea. She opened up her wallet and handed me a 20. And I thought, wow, that was pretty easy. And that's how LetsGoBagz was started. We are gonna grab part of that $168 million of annual revenue, according to the IBIS World. And there also is a projected annual growth rate of 5.5% by 2023. And our local competitor, who is Bagz, they make an annual revenue of $14.1 million. So we just want to grab just a little portion of that. And by starting this business here in Blue Hill, Maine, I want to put Mainers to work. I want to give people a purpose like I've found in my life and hire others that have disabilities such as my own, or disabilities or low-level felonies, just people that maybe messed up when they were young and can't find a meaningful job. What we're doing is the Turnstile in Blue Hill is a high-end thrift store, and all the sales from that store fund the food pantry in Blue Hill, Hancock County. So what they've allowed us to do is to take all the clothes that would then be taken to Goodwill and then end up in a landfill, and they're allowing us to take them. So what we do is we deconstruct them. So we sort them according to color and fabric. Then we take them apart. We take the zippers, the buttons, the snaps, the tags, the decals, the things that, you know, you would think, who wants that? And we're separating all of that. And then we're turning them into one-of-a-kind designer totes and jeans purses and corduroy bags and shopping totes and clutches. And eventually, the sky's the limit in terms of our ideas. We're staying focused right now on just 9 products, which include tote bags and clutches, blue jeans and corduroys, and the water and wine totes, which was our original idea. And right now, I have been in contact with over 20 businesses across 4 states and Canada who want to buy our product wholesale. I have 4 seamstresses who have been thoroughly vetted and are ready to sew. All we need is your help. So just say no to new, and let's go Bagz.
Clothing pollution, that's what it's all about. Kick us off, Martha.
So tell us a little bit about do you have sales already?
Yes. Between April 1st and August 1st of this past year, I single-handedly would set up my canopy, sweat, hang hundreds of bags, and I sold over 200 bags, grossing over $4,200 at the farmers markets on Thursdays and Saturdays. So I do have a proven track record, and people were asking for more. They wanted shopping totes, and I watched Shark Tank, so I knew not to expand too big to stay focused, but everybody were saying we need shopping bags with the ban on shopping bags and plastics, and LetsGoBagz just wants to help humanity one bag at a time.
Nice.
So I love the upcycling theme, and there's obviously a lot of merit, and I've seen some really cool things, but the one-of-a-kind aspect of it is both intriguing and problematic for me. If you're going to wholesale these, how do people know what they're buying and whether the one-of-a-kind unit that they are ordering is going to be appealing to their customers?
Well, and that is something that I have looked at, and we are looking for other people who have had other businesses similar to mine where they are making one-of-a-kind products. So I can't answer that right at this moment, but I do know that it is a possible death threat that I will be working through the Top Gun program, and also I've been accepted into the Innovation Engineering 471 program, which is a max of 4 students.
Lynn.
And what are you going to do with the money if you get it?
Well, we are going to, I want to be able to pay my seamstresses. Right now they're sewing, and I've only been able to pay them little bits and pieces. We want to put money into marketing, and I have Kelsey Allen, my marketing coordinator, and I'd like to be able to give him some more hours and pay him. So really branding and marketing and, internet.
Great job. Okay, nice pitch. We need to take a quick break. When we come back, our Sunday morning conversation is with Sutherland Western Marketing. Don't go away.
Whether you're a small business or a big business, whether you're cutting edge or looking at a traditional industry in a whole new way, whether you're on the coast, in the city, a small town, wherever. If you're an organization here in Maine, if you want to innovate, and if you want to grow, we want to support you. We're the Maine Technology Institute.
MTI is a proud sponsor of Greenlight, Maine.
Located off I-95 in Oakland, First Park is known as Central Maine's most connected business park. It features high-speed fiber internet, 3-phase power, and is located in a foreign trade zone, connecting your business to a world of opportunity. With shovel-ready, pre-permitted sites and only a short distance to the local airport and rail service, First Park also makes it easy for entrepreneurs, innovators, and businesses to distribute or receive products around the globe. Interested in locating your business to First Park? Get an exclusive offer at firstpark.com/gift.
At Sutherland Weston, it's not just about being persuasive, it's about being prepared. Too many agencies get excited about how to gain attention, but not what happens next. We know what happens next is really the important part. That's why we've had 15 years of continuous growth. As a responsive, problem-solving creative partner, one who's not afraid of accountability, responsibility, or what happens next. Looking for a creative strategic partner? Let's talk.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Our Sunday morning conversation is with Cary Weston from Sutherland Weston, a big marketing firm here in Bangor. And you guys are super busy. Tell me about your team.
Yeah, we have a great team here in Bangor. We've got 17 employees. We've got a full web team, audio, video team, graphics, and public relations. Some names that folks might recognize. Dan Cashman, who has the night show.
Good
he's
friend of mine.
Yeah, he's a public relations director. I know you worked with Rick Tyler in the past, and Rick is with us.
Another friend of mine.
Yeah, and his wife Elizabeth Sutherland is my business partner, and we've got a great team of 17 folks that makes my job easy every day.
She's a powerhouse woman.
She's
I
an
just
absolute
love her so
powerhouse
much.
woman. It's a pleasure. We've been partners for 15 years, and it gets better every year. So.
Awesome. So talk about some of your clients. Small, medium, and large. You guys run the gamut.
So we're in Maine, and in central Maine, as we are in Bangor, there's a large nonprofit component, and about half of our business comes from nonprofit entities. It's one of the regional economic drivers. But we've got clients that do business internationally, nationally, and regionally. We have businesses that are from Maine and have grown out. They've started elsewhere and come to Maine, and we work with startups as well. So it really runs the gamut, but that's part of life and surviving in Maine.
Awesome. Now, talk about, this is the college series, so any advice that you have for our college students getting ready to launch their companies? It's so important to get involved with a marketing firm early on to brand yourself, right?
Well, even if you don't get involved with a marketing firm, what I'd say is just go listen and learn and soak in what you can. A lot of marketing projects that we work on really don't involve creative aspects as much as logical and problem-solving aspects. And so there's so much that a classroom doesn't show you for the real world. So any time that you can approach a mentor or just introduce yourself to a business or learn beyond the book, I would absolutely encourage it. Whether you think it's relatable to your exact project or not, you can always learn something from talking to people that have made mistakes. I call it life tuition. I've made plenty of mistakes, and I'm happy to share. And the more that you can pull from folks that have done that, I think the better your experience will be.
Great advice.
Yeah.
And you're a Bangor native?
Born and bred, yep. Went to Bangor High, the University of Maine. And then as you do, you leave, right? So I went south. I spent a few years in Portland and then boomerang back. I've got 3 kids here in Bangor. My wife also has a small business. So we're well rooted. We've got 3 kids in the school systems and 2 businesses. We're here and committed and devoted to the communities.
Awesome. Well, we are so happy to have you here. So good to see you, and congratulations on all your success.
Well, I appreciate that very much, and congratulations on the show. I really appreciate what you do for telling the stories and really getting people involved and seeing what's happening in Maine with some good business stories. And the college series, there's some pretty smart people in our state.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Furniture for Greenlight, Maine is provided by Thomas Mosier Furniture, handmade American furniture since 1972.
Reaching new customers online is hard. You've tried Facebook, Google Ads, email. You even built a website 10 years ago. You're way too busy to focus on digital marketing, and you're not getting results.
At Dream Local Digital, that's what we do. We've helped businesses nationwide grow with online marketing. We're the experts. Let us help you.
We're very proud of the products we make and the way that we make it. The most important features of our original dog vest are in its design. Traditional lenders, they steer away from unproven track records.
In you come. Hold up.
CEI gave us the opportunity to build a track record, show that our future path will be more solid than our past.
I truly believe that if you're gonna do something better, you gotta start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
For more information about the presenters and panelists on all the Greenlight Maine shows, visit greenlightmaine.com.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. I have worn this black bear shirt 5 times throughout this competition. And here is Stephen Ferrarese from the University of Maine in Orono, Foster Center of Innovation.
Oh, it's great to be back and a bunch of us here. So.
Your company is Easy Unlocker.
Yep.
You're gonna help a lot of kids open their locker.
Yes.
Whenever you're ready.
Hello, my name is Ferrarese, and when I was in high school and middle school, I always had issues opening up my school locker. It seemed to me that I was always forgetting the combination or spinning the dial the wrong way. My locker just wouldn't seem to open. That's why I made Easy Unlocker. Easy Unlocker is a device that is able to open a combination locker, and it works by having the user input their combination on an LCD screen, and with a push of a button, an algorithm I developed determines how to spin the motor, which in turn firmly attaches to a dial on a combination lock, and once it's done spinning, the user then can open their locker. I'm a senior computer engineering student at the University of Maine, and I was able to develop a functional prototype on a larger scale that is able to open a combination lock. Currently, I'm working on simplifying this design and making a much more manufacturable prototype utilizing 3D printers and other designs. Hoping this type of device is going to cost about $17 produced and be able to sell it to our target market for about $35. So hoping for. I'm hoping to also be able to apply for a utility patent and help me protect it and move along. I'm hoping to finish development of the device, hopefully during the summertime, and be able to sell it going to Q4 next year, be able to scale. I was able to do some market research, and I was able to survey about 105 college students all across the country and found out that about 82% of them used the combination locker in high school or middle school, and 62% of those people had difficulty opening a locker for an extended period of time. So I do believe there's a need for this type of product. Our target user for this device is middle school students, and I'm hoping this product to be able to sold to their parents, and the parents to give it to their son or daughter. And according to the National Center for Education Statistics, there's projected to be about 10.5 million middle school students next year. And we're planning to reach this audience through online through e-commerce and social media marketing. I came up with a projected revenue of about $525,000, which I break that down. That's about $1,400 per day, which is about 41 units per day, which I believe is a very feasible number for me to achieve online. Moving forward, I'm going to move down near the Portland area, and I'm looking into other ways to manufacture and assemble this device. I believe keeping that in Maine will allow me to maintain quality and allow me to scale faster when I need to. If we win this competition, I'm hopefully going to use the money to finish development of the device and surround myself with a team that can work with me to help me finish the device and be able to sell this and achieve my goal of selling this during Q4 next year. Thank you.
Great pitch, and I know you're going to help a lot of kids who get nervous, have anxiety, can't open their locker, it sticks, and they don't have time.
Yes, saves time.
So how did you sort of come up with the idea of this? I mean, I know you said you had trouble with yours, but how did you decide to sort of go with this?
I remember in high school, I was always like sitting in class, not really paying attention to the teacher. So I would think about ways to make my life easier. And so eventually during high school, I just kind of took the ball rolling and made it myself. So I like to just do things, so instead of just think about them. So.
Can you just pick it up and show it to us, but just stay right there?
So just easily goes over the lock and is able to firmly attach and spin it. I don't have this working, but I'm planning to just finish development of like a 3D printed model. Then from there, develop a circuit board, and then that will be able to spin the lock. So one step at a time is what I'm planning to do.
So, and then does that orange part go over the white part?
So this is just another prototype I had. So I'm just kind of one step from that to this is what I was doing.
So that will work on the lockers that already have the locks built in?
Yeah, so I made this device that goes attaches to the motor, goes over it, and there's a slot on the motor. So once I find that, it simply slides over and goes over the dial, and you can like move the lock and the motor, and they all move in sequence. So there's no discrepancy of whether the motor is going to skip the lock.
Have you talked to any of the schools? Is there any reason why a school system wouldn't want you to be in there?
I have not talked to a school about something like that. So,
what are you worried about from biggest challenge in terms of creating a market?
In terms of creating a market is obviously being able to sell it and have consumers that would kind of talk about it to someone else and see that their parents would talk and like one kid has and then continue that organic growth. And also, biggest challenge would be just making sure everything's legal, like creating a device that's theoretically going over the lock is also, I would say, a big challenge. So I don't think there is an issue from the research I've done, but sometimes you just never really know.
So you said you're a computer science student. Do you have others that are sort of helping you with the other business part of the company?
Not right now. I am a resident at the Foster Center for Student Innovation, so they do help me from time to time. So.
What about selling to a school system, and then they in turn could send that flyer home with their kids, and then everybody buys it?
That is an option. Always go wholesale and do large orders. So.
Awesome. All right. Well, great job on your pitch, and we wish you the best of luck. We need to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors, so don't go away.
Broadcast facilities are provided by Husson University's NESCOM, the New England School of Communications.
You know, I believe in business today there are too many experts and not enough expertise. I think there are too many promises and not enough follow-through. Those things used to be the norm, but now they're the exception. At Sutherland Weston, we work hard every day to be that exception. We've had 15 years of continuous growth, and I'm proud of that. I think if your business is looking for a creative, responsive, problem-solving partner, if you're looking for the exception, I think we should talk.
Located off I-95 in Oakland, First Park is known as Central Maine's most connected business park. It features high-speed fiber internet, 3-phase power, and is located in a foreign trade zone, connecting your business to a world of opportunity. With shovel-ready, pre-permitted sites and only a short distance to the local airport and rail service, First Park also makes it easy for entrepreneurs, innovators, and businesses to distribute or receive products around the globe. Interested in locating your business to First Park? Get an exclusive offer at firstpark.com/gift.
We're honored to be Greenlight Maine's CPA firm sponsor. Maine is home to a range of businesses, from startups that you might see on this program to closely held businesses and organizations that operate internationally. ARB's advisors are providing savvy solutions to complex issues for sophisticated and growing businesses of any size across Maine and throughout New England. And we're doing it the way you want Mainers to, guided by our local, sensible values.
Albin, Randall, and Bennett is a proud sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
So many businesses are struggling with attracting great employees or even enough employees. There's nothing more powerful than videos of your current employees talking about their jobs and what they like about working there. Share those videos on your social media and your website. Prospects will be able to see whether they'll relate to the people they'll be working with. This is a simple but powerful way to attract employees. That's today's Marketing Minute from the PR Maven.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Our judges are going to get down to it with these two companies, Easy Unlocker and LetsGoBagz.
Yeah, it seems like really they're two very, very different companies and very different places in terms of their sort of maturity level. I really liked Suzie using all, recycled things and having sort of a constant source of fabrics and things that she could use. And of course, her energy was amazing.
I mean, she's not called the Chief Energy Officer for nothing. I mean, she just shines.
She's full of optimism.
She is. And I really liked when I was able to look at some of the bags. They had some neat inside sayings, and it was a great concept. I love that she is working with a product that's just going to end up in a landfill. She's solving a problem. She's working with people that are coming out of hard times, and she's really trying to work with them, teaching a skill. I mean, we don't do home ec in schools anymore, so I mean, we all need to learn how to sew and do some other stuff. So she's got some great teaching products, opportunities going on with some people to help them move forward, and I think she's got a really great sort of mission.
I also loved her story that she's gone back to school, she's working at the Innovation Center, she's going to go through Top Gun, really taking advantage of some of the resources to build that business model.
Yeah, I agree. Yep,
it's a great story,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, and the Unlocker?
Easy Unlocker.
Easy Unlocker, there we go. I really like the fact that he has recognized that, sort of that getting into your locker, it sort of seems like a simple problem, but it's a really bigger problem for students who have sort of anxiety or stressed about sort of that changing classroom time period.
I do have some recurring nightmares about my own time in school, but I wasn't aware that it was a problem that other people shared. I feel redeemed.
I wasn't aware of the fact that in other states, it's you're required to keep your stuff in your bag. You're not allowed to bring a bag and conceal things from classroom to classroom. So that was great information that I wasn't aware of. So I do see that it does have more a valid play option for those of us that can remember our numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although he really does not yet have sort of a team around him, so I think he has a little bit of an uphill battle in terms of sort of finding people who understand sort of the business side and the marketing side, and he really comes from the product development side. So.
It would be nice because I mean, if you're having problems getting into your locker for different reasons, carrying that large implement, which he knows he needs to scale down, and he's going to work on that. But it just seems like if kids are wearing a lanyard with a ID badge or something on it, if he could have some small tile-esque size USB thing with a battery to help unlock it, I think that could really work.
Clearly identified a problem.
Sure.
He's created a solution, but it's not quite simple or elegant enough to be an everyday solution. And I think he's got some more work to do. He also seems to have the problem-solving skills to get there. So, you know.
And Suzie has already gotten sales, and you know she's really getting feedback from those customers from the different farmers markets. So she seems like she is really ready to launch.
Well, you guys have done an outstanding job as our panel for the season this year. And no matter what today, UMaine's a winner. They're both from the Foster Center of Innovation, so you got to feel good about the University of Maine and Orno.
Cool.
All right. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, find out who the winner is. Don't go away.
For more information about the presenters and panelists on all the Greenlight Maine shows, visit greenlightmaine.com.
In 1972, Tom Moser committed his life's work to craft, and 4 decades later employs 70 fine craftsmen and women in our shop in Auburn, Maine. With showrooms and customers from coast to coast and numerous awards and accolades, Tom has firmly established himself as an entrepreneurial tour de force and has proven that a life doing what you love is indeed possible.
Reaching new customers online is hard. You've tried Facebook, Google Ads, email. You even built a website 10 years ago. You're way too busy to focus on digital marketing, and you're not getting results.
At Dream Local Digital, that's what we do. We've helped businesses nationwide grow with online marketing. We're the experts. Let us help you.
Whether you're a small business or a big business, whether you're cutting edge or looking at a traditional industry in a whole new way, whether you're on the coast, in the city, a small town, wherever. If you're an organization here in Maine, if you want to innovate, and if you want to grow, we want to support you. We're the Maine Technology Institute.
MTI is a proud sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Before we find out who the winner is, we would like to thank the New England School of Communication here at Husson University. Our Greenlight Maine crew is unbelievable. Rodney Verrill, Ed Gogan, our director Chris Bridges, Steve Vachon, and all of the students. We have a fabulous time here on campus. So now it's time to find out who today's winner is. It's either going to be LetsGoBagz or Easy Unlocker. Judges, who's it going to be? LetsGoBagz from the University of Maine is today's winner. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. We appreciate your comments, so please check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And of course, you can see all of our episodes on greenlightmaine.com. Have a fantastic Sunday.
This episode of Greenlight Maine's College Edition has been brought to you by Maine Department of Economic and Community Development.
Greenlight Maine would not be possible without the support of all of our corporate sponsors. Thank you.
Greenlight Maine has been a paid-for presentation by the Portland Media Group.